Hi everyone! Today is day 2 of the flexibility challenge that I'm proposing to you to stretch with me for 10 short minutes. They go very quick and hopefully it'll inspire you to continue on a flexibility journey for yourself because there's so many wonderful benefits just from doing some flexibility movements. And I like to move at the end of the day to cool down the muscles, to relax them, and to recover them from all of the activities that you've done during the day. But you can also do these exercises and stretches at the very beginning of the morning. So if you miss this, you can tune in anytime. All right, so today's flexibility session is all about opening up your hips. So we're gonna do just different movements, different directions. We'll do a little bit of muscle activation so that you can actually strengthen through the joints and get some mobility in them as well. So grab your mat, make sure it's out. You don't need anything. Take off your shoes. And the only thing I'm gonna do is cheers to you with my little liquid collagen shot. I have this daily, so I have to do it, and it helps me feel energized as well. So, all right, are you guys ready? Here we go. All right, stand up all the way out. Take your legs wide. So I want them just to hold your hands on your hips, bend your knees just slightly. We're just gonna just rock your hips from side to side. So your one leg is straight, the other leg is bent, and shift to the other side. So toes are forward, chest is lifted, back is flat, core is in tight. So we're just rocking from side to side, just giving a little side to side movement. Good, right from here, we're gonna hold to one side, hold, little pulse. Other side, hold and pulse. Then bring your body straight up. We're just gonna shift the hip to the side and the other side, like a little dance. I know it might look a little weird, but I'll tell you what, your hips need to move. Now make a circle, around, and again, big circles. You'll be amazed how tight your muscles can be. Go the other direction, big circle, around. That's it, around. One more time, just doing a little dynamic movement. Good, now swing those hips side to side again, side to side. Just lunging it out. Good, right here. Hold it down to one side. Hold right here. Good, now turn your body. Come into a deep runner's lunge. Untuck your toes. I want you to press the hip flexor down into the floor. So we're going to release one side of the body while we activate the other. So I want you to activate your back glutes. Squeeze it as tight as you can, and that should push your hip flexor forward. And right from here, take your hands onto your knee and press your body away, straightening through those arms. So you're actively pressing through your glutes. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Exhale. And now really shift your hip back. Flex that foot back, keeping your toes lifting up. Knees are in the same direction as those toes. Let's do it again. Shift your body forward, find your hand position, squeeze that glute back there, push that hip flexor forward. We're gonna add one more thing. I want you to press the top of your foot down into the floor and feel like you're driving it in. So you're bringing that leg together, trying to close, but you're just isometrically holding it for 5 more seconds. Keep squeezing glutes, keep pressing the leg, 2 and 1, release it back and stretch. Flex your feet all the way up, feeling the stretch behind your hamstring and relaxing through that leg. And we'll do that for one more time. Come into that lunge position, activate your glutes, squeeze it. So sorry, I was getting a phone call. Okay, press that down into the floor. Good, right from there, drag it in and hold, feeling the squeeze. Press for 3, for 2, for 1, and release it back. Press, flex those toes back, feeling that stretch in the back of your hamstring. Beautiful, right from here, let's come into that lunge position. So our leg is out to the side, and I just want you to walk your hands out and away. Now, as your hands walk out and away, the knee will drop to the outside part of your body, so laterally, feeling the side of your foot into the floor, feeling the stretch, and then walk it back in. Let's do that again. Rotate it out, feeling a stretch on the side of the foot, and back in. So we'll do it a 3rd time. Press it out, trying to feel a little angle of that hip as it opens, as well as the other leg. And then bring it back to the center. Right from here, that back leg, I just want you to bend it in. Make sure you have cushion underneath of you. You're just gonna rotate it to the floor or towards the floor, and then the opposite direction. So I know you're pivoting on that front of your thigh, not on the kneecap. So pivot it in and pivot it back. It's just doing active movements to facilitate our flexibility and a little bit of mobility and stability in our hip joint. Good, right from there, let's stretch it out to the side. So we'll press back into our half frog. So a lot of the movements, we're just gonna keep doing them so that your body becomes accustomed to them, slowly, but steadily. Pressing it back again. See if you can inch that leg a little bit farther. Hold it right there. Now that same muscle activation we did for the leg, I want you to press the foot into the floor and then drag it in towards you. Are you ready? Let's go. Hold it in, push. Feeling your inner thigh, your groin, activating, holding that stretch, holding for 3, for 2. Now relax it and just melt down. See if you can just take that leg a little bit farther out. We'll do that again 2 more times to make sure you're comfortable. All right, you ready? Here we go. Drag and pull it in for 4, 3, 2. Relax it, see if you go a little bit further. Shifting forward and back, just loosening it up. This is your last time. Press it in and push and pull. All the way in there. Feeling that stretch. It's not more so a stretch, right? Not until we release it and release it down. Let it melt. See if you got a little bit further down. Good. All right, so let's bring it all the way back up and we'll go to the other side. So bring that leg in nice and easy. Shake those hips from side to side. Take the other leg into a deep lunge. Right from here, we have our hand foot. So we are going to lean away from the knee. So we roll to the side of that foot. So we're just opening up, just feeling that leg as it releases in. And then come back in. And do it again 2 more times. Lean away, feeling that stretch. And then back in. So just working through those hips. Open it up. So important to keep those hips limber. Especially if you're doing a lot of cardio. Gotta keep them nice and loose. All right, from right here, take those hands, place them on your knee. So I want you to squeeze that glute, pressing forward. So you're opening up through your hip flexor. Now the top of your foot, I want you to drive it into the floor and towards you. Are you ready? Push your arms away. Push that foot into the floor, squeeze your glute. You're holding it, you're holding it, you're holding it, you're holding it. Keep squeezing, feeling as if your legs are coming together, holding for 3, 2, relax it, sit back. All the way back, pull the toes up. Nice, let's do that 2 more times. Drop it in. All right, holding it here. Squeeze the glute, it's firing. Top of the leg, push it down. Feel as if you're sliding those legs together, feeling it in. Press for 4, for 3, for 2. Release it, so everything releases, just shift back. Wave out your foot, shift out the leg. Wiggle your toes. And let's bend it in last time. Hands are in. Ready, push it, the hip flexor forward, squeezing that glute, pressing the foot down. We're holding, we're pressing, we're squeezing, holding for 4, for 3, pressing 2, and 1, and bring it back. So why do we do muscle activation? Because the muscle and the joint need to connect. We need to make sure that everything is strong, and it creates a different type of flexibility for our muscles. Take that leg out to the side, so we're in that half split. Shift your body forward and back. So you call this a half split, a frog. But you just want to have that little shifting motion. You can feel the hamstring, you can feel the glute as it wraps around, the inner thigh, the groin, everything in that hip socket. We're just trying to get different angles. Okay, so again, we're pressing the foot into the floor and driving it in towards the other leg. Ready, push the foot in, slide it in. We're squeezing, we're activating. So you should feel the muscle, it's active. Ready? For 4, 3, 2, release. Slide that foot out just a little bit. Just have nice loose position on your hands, no stressing in the shoulders. Ready, drive it in, pull it in. Feeling that activation, the leg should feel like it's sliding in, so you're working in through the groin, through the inner thighs, holding and release it. Slide it out 1 more time, just to where you can. It doesn't matter where it is, it's what you feel today. Ready? Pull it in, slide it in, squeeze. Push for 3, for 2, for 1, release it down. See if you can come as low as you can, just sink down into it. Maybe you take your forearms down. See, we're trying to just open up, relaxing down to where your body feels comfortable most, okay? All right, so bring it back up into that lunge position. I just want you to have your hands down. The back leg will bend. You're gonna open the hip to the side, let the knees slide out to the side. And then turn that foot down to the floor. So we're just rotating. Make sure you're not on your kneecap. And you're rotating it back in. So we're just working in different angles that you probably want to work in otherwise, right? So you gotta really just train the joint angles in a safe way. So if anything's painful, obviously you're not gonna do that, right? All right, come back in. Let's go into a seated position. Feet are together. Lift your body up. I want you to press your elbows down, right about on your crease of your knee or onto your calf. So you're leaning forward, and as I'm doing this, I'm pushing my elbows down and pulling my feet up. So again, there's this oppositional force. Inhale, lift up. Flatten your back, so try to get really long, and then do the same thing, lean forward. Feel a different type of stretch as it opens up through the hip crease. And let's release it again. Round your back. One more time, we lift up our chest, push those elbows down, lift that spine up. All right, bring it back in. And we have a little bit more time, actually, for one more stretch. I want you to bring those knees into your chest. And right from here, just circle your knees. And you'll take your leg into a figure four. So now you can do the figure four on your back, or you can do a pigeon stretch. But just for time's sake, we'll come to the back and your one leg is crossed over. We're gonna reach the hand through, and I just want you to hold that position. If you can, see if you can grab the knee, and you're just gonna pull it in there. I just want you to breathe into it. So we're just holding that position for about 30 seconds just to end. So as you're in this held position, this is our passive stretch. So we're just holding it, trying to let our hip release. And the more that you breathe into it, I know breathing, it's like, oh, I am breathing, but efficient breathing. So if you just kind of let your mind relax your muscles and don't even think about what you're in. You're already there. You're past the point of that feeling of that tension, right? You're gripping. So try to release the grip and just melt your body down. Good. Pull it in just a little bit closer towards you. I know this is my tightest hip, so definitely I feel your pain. So some of us are loose in certain areas, and some of us need a lot more in others, right? So it's all relative to our bodies. Take your foot down, take that leg across. Let's just get a little torso twist. We'll do the other side, and you'll be done. So just let that knee drop down to the floor. Rotate over, look at your free hand. Back to the center and reset so the foot comes down, nice and easy. Shake out the legs. Take the other leg, cross it into your figure four. Lift up the leg into that 90-degree position. Grab at the underneath part of your hamstring. If you can bend the knee more and pull a little bit more in that crease of the leg. So you're compressing the leg just slightly, working on your knee strength as well as your flexibility. You can use your other elbow to kind of press that knee out to the side. So just breathe into it, let it release. Holding. Pull it in just a little bit more. Hold. One more breath. Pull it in a little bit more. Relax your shoulders. And then take that leg down to the floor. Let your body fall. So you're using that bottom leg to anchor down the knee to give you a little bit more stretch into your twist. Gaze your eyes over to the free hand. Try to push that shoulder down to the floor. Slowly come back up to the middle. Take those legs. Open up into a happy baby pose. So I'm grabbing at the outside part of my feet and just drive it down. There's so many more stretches and so many more things we could do, but we are definitely out of time. So I'm gonna leave you right there with these little simple stretches. Give me a nice big inhale, stretch those fingers, round it forward, inhale, lift up. Amazing job. Thank you all for joining me for a quick little nighttime recuperation of your muscles. And if you do this in the morning, this will start your day. It'll give you some more energy. So keep at it, keep consistent, keep stretching with me. I know 10 minutes is a little, but hey, you're gonna keep building it, and it'll become routine, and you'll want to do it more. So I will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.